Welcome to Sapporo, the largest city in Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost prefecture. This metropolis is known for its scenic beauty as well as their various cuisines that make full use of its rich natural resources. Join me as we go together and explore this awesome city. I first arrived at Shin Chitose Airport, the largest airport in Hokkaido. There I will have my first meal. Ramen is famous throughout Hokkaido, so I absolutely had to get some. Luckily for me, the airport has a food court where there's many different kinds of ramen available. Ramen I chose was Hakodate Shio Ramen, a famous salt and seafood-based ramen that originated from southern Hokkaido. The thin curly noodles are commonly used in ramen from Hokkaido as it helps the broth stick to the noodles more. My next stop was Escon Field Hokkaido, the newest professional baseball field in Japan, which opened just last year. I would recommend this stadium to people who aren't even baseball fans, because this stadium not only has a beautiful baseball field of course, but also an outdoor ziplining course, a playground for children with lots of inflatables overlooking a beautiful pond, an arcade, a batting and pitching cage, and even a built-in hotel and hot spring. Of course, there are also many restaurants. I stopped here at Eftan Cafe to enjoy some mango juice surrounded by Eftan, the stadium's mascot. Though this stadium is not exactly close to Sapporo City, I still would recommend making a detour and stopping by. We finally made it to Sapporo City. Now let's see all the cool different attractions we can explore. We are here at Odori Park, along with a famous Sapporo TV tower looking over it. This tower was at one point the tallest building in the whole prefecture, and still stands as a symbol of the city. The many colorful flowers planted along the park adds to the scenic atmosphere. Dairy products are a specialty in Hokkaido, so be sure to get some ice cream. This one was corn flavored. Another great destination is the Sapporo Clock Tower. This building was once a school built during the early days of settling into Hokkaido. The first floor is a museum that shows the history of how pioneers settled into a land that was once nothing but a snowy forest. The second floor contains a chapel where many services were held every Sunday, along with a statue of Dr. Clark, one of the famous missionaries/teachers who introduced Christianity as well as farming methods suitable for snowy climates. A surprising destination for tourists is Seiko Mart, a convenience store only found in Hokkaido and has a lot of unique items to check out. I made it a point to stop by every Seiko Mart I saw and buy a Hokkaido exclusive drink per visit. Here's a rapid fire review about each one. First one was Napoleon, tasted like Sprite, 8 out of 10. Next, Co-op, tasted like cough syrup, 3 out of 10. Soft Katsugen, tasted like yogurt, 7 out of 10. Once nightfall hits, there are a few places you have to stop by. The first one is the most famous, Susukino. This district has the most iconic lights in the city and is filled with many restaurants, reminding you of how urban Sapporo really is. Our second location is Tanukikoji, the longest shopping district in Sapporo, perfect for all your souvenir needs. Alright, now let's get to what Hokkaido is famous for, the cuisines. This is kaisendon, various fresh seafood on either white rice or vinegar rice, and can be found throughout the prefecture, with each restaurant offering different toppings such as shrimp, scallops, salmon, tuna, salmon roe, and much more. Speaking of seafood, you don't want to miss this place. This is Toriton, perhaps the most famous conveyor belt sushi restaurant in Hokkaido. And I know what you're thinking. Really? Conveyor belt sushi? But with a personal sushi chef at every table you sit in and the freshest seafood found just off the coast, it's the best way to casually try a variety of high-quality sushi at a fraction of a price of what you would get in mainland Japan. The next restaurant can be found at Sapporo Station. Tokaji Butadon Ippin sells one thing and one thing only: pork bowls. It's juicy Hokkaido raised pork, charcoal grilled in a sweet soy sauce on top of hot rice. You can watch them as they grill the pork in front of you, really allowing you to use all 5 senses in enjoying this dish. The last dish I want to talk to you about is Genghis Khan, named after the famous Mongolian warlord Genghis Khan, but completely unrelated to him, other than the fact that this dish is simply put, grilled mutton. You order fresh and juicy mutton and grill it on the pan in front of you. Onions are usually complimentary in most restaurants, and they often give you a variety of sauces to choose from. Before we end the video, I wanted to talk about this thing I had called poteriko. This snack is the freshly made version of jagariko, a popular potato snack found throughout Japan. But you can only get the freshly made ones in select stores found in big cities, and I had one for the first time in Shin-Chitose Airport, and man, it was good. And just like that, my trip was over. Hope you liked the content and you found it helpful in any way. If you want to support my channel, make sure to like and subscribe. Your contribution is what motivates me to make more content. That's all for now. See you, Space Cowboy.